Hey you good people, we are back here. This is VegKingdom, and as promised, we are going to show you how to make this jackfruit, kind of like we wanted to say barbecue jackfruit wrap, but it's just like a seasoned jackfruit wrap because I'm not using barbecue sauce, I'm using sweet chili sauce that I made, and I'm gonna just tell you the ingredients that I put in it. So we're just gonna get right into it. That's how we do things here. We just get right into it. So I'll tell you what I'm using. I am using this young jackfruit. You can get this at Whole Foods Market. It's an organic version. And when you hear ones talking about making jackfruit, most of the time this is the one that they're using. Although I have seen a couple of videos where they actually use the big ripe jackfruit to make something like salsa, something like that. But we are using this to make wraps. So we're gonna get right into it. What I am using is, I am using some zucchini that I have just chopped up. I just kind of, I guess they call this like julienne, the zucchini. So I'm gonna throw it right in the pan. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. I am using some avocado oil, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm using this. Avocado oil has a very high smoke point of 500 degrees Fahrenheit. It's better than using olive oil. It's better than using even coconut oil to cook with. It is the recommended oil if you want to cook something on more of a higher heat, you know. So this is the one I'm using, cute little can, sweet. And I am going to go ahead and finish slicing up my onion. This is just a regular yellow onion here. You can use the red version. I was going to, but I didn't get any in the store, so I'm just using what I have. So I'm just gonna throw this on in the pan as well. I have put some red bell pepper in there. I'm gonna add a little bit more zucchini, and I have some portobello mushrooms that I have sliced up like this. These are the organic version portobello mushrooms. It already comes sliced up in the package. So I just sliced it a little bit more to make it look like this. And throw all that stuff in there. You can add garlic to yours. I'm just gonna saute this for a minute. I'm gonna put some coconut aminos in there. I'm just gonna add a little bit to the pan right here. Once I put my jackfruit in there, I'm gonna add a little bit more. So I'm just doing a few shakes. As you can see, just a few shakes. I'm gonna add to this a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm just going with the flow here, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is like impromptu right here. And it's all good. I cook all the time, so it's just like I'm cooking at home. So this is cool. I'm gonna saute this for maybe about another couple minutes. And what we're gonna have on the side of this jackfruit wrap is going to be some cassava fries, right? I know you heard of French fries. That's what people normally eat with things like burgers and wraps and things like that. But we're getting away from the potatoes so much and just using a healthier version of a fry. So we're gonna do the cassava fries after this. Okay, now I'm at the point where I want to go ahead and add my jackfruit. I'm gonna leave that spoon right there. And I'm just gonna put it in, like when you open up your can of jackfruit, you're gonna see some liquid in there. It's what we call brine. You can just pour that off, which is what I've done. I poured it off. You maybe see a little bit come out, but that's just the remnants of what's left over. So just dump that on over in there. Set that down there. And continue to stir fry. You may wanna get like something like a spatula like this with a sharp edge to just break the jackfruit up a bit so you can get most of it cooked. And it's kind of like shredded, so it's easier to handle, so the seasonings can get more into the jackfruit. And jackfruit pretty much takes on the flavor that you want it to take on. Kind of like tofu, you know, or even tempeh. Tempeh is like that as well. But jackfruit's a little bit easier to work with, actually, and the texture is more meaty. Some people are still transitioning from a meat-eating diet, and as we said in our first video, we are here to assist you with that transition if you are seeking more of a plant-based lifestyle when it comes to your eating. Now to this, once I get it chopped up a bit, get it nice and chopped up. That's it. Okay. And get it all sauteed in the avocado oil. Press it down. And just, all right, get it cooking. Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of my seasoning. So I'm gonna go ahead and add, I mixed garlic powder in this already, about a fourth a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of some infused sea salt. It's infused with like chili powder and garlic powder as well, onion powder, things like that. So we're adding that to the pan. I'm also gonna go ahead and put my coconut aminos in there. I have measured this out. This is a tablespoon of coconut aminos. You just throw it on in the pan with everything else. And just continue to saute. And the thing about this, it's really quick to make. So a lot of our meals are designed for those that are on the go, because we know in this world, in this society, we are on the go no matter what you eat. We're on the go. I'm on the go all the time, and something like this, to be able to just like saute it up real quick and wrap it up, it's easy to carry. Once you wrap it up, you can put it in one of your nice little, you know, carry out containers. There's so many out there now. So this, my friends, this is pretty much ready. I'm gonna add a little bit of the chili, the sweet chili sauce to it while it's cooking. Just a little bit here. Just to lively up the flavor. It's good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn that heat down. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my plate with my tortilla on it. Now this tortilla is not your normal tortilla, right? This is a sweet potato. So this is made by a company called Be Free. So they're like Be Free of gluten, right? Because gluten causes trouble in our digestive systems. But anyway, you can see what that looks like. It's kind of oranges from the sweet potatoes. And I'm just gonna put this jackfruit in here. I'm not gonna put a lot, you know, because sometimes we load these things up in these wraps and they become very cumbersome to work with. So that's about all I'm gonna put in there. As you can see, that's it. Now I'm gonna wrap it. This could be the tricky part because it's hot. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. And while we're letting that sit there for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on these. I'm gonna move this pot over out of the way. I'm gonna get started on the cassava fries. So y'all can see what that's gonna look like. I'm gonna move this here. And, okay. I'm gonna turn this heat up. I already have a little oil in here. Same thing, avocado oil we're using. That's what we're going with. No matter, I'm gonna add a little bit more for the cassava fries because I used it up with the jackfruit. So I'm gonna add a little bit more in there. And just to let you all see what the cassava fries just kind of look like, just what the cassava looks like before we fry them. This is it. This is what they look like, okay? Kind of like potatoes, right? They're white, potatoes are white, but cassava fries have a much different texture. They feel different, and it feels different after you've eaten them. They're not gonna wear you down. You know, they're not as starchy as the sweet, not the sweet potato, but the white potato. It's not as starchy as the white potato. So, and this is also going to break down in your system a little slower, so it's not going to make you spike in your glycemic levels. It's going to keep you really even throughout the day. It's very filling and satiating as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this inside here. Ooh, splashed a little bit. And let that fry. need to turn the heat up some. And you'll see, like, once this gets going and they start to really fry, you're gonna be like, wow, cassava fries. And again, you can eat these like with French fries. You eat them with ketchup. I know some people that eat fries with mayonnaise. You know, we would do veganese, of course, because we're changing, we're transitioning into a plant-based diet, right? You'll see how healthy it is for you. You'll feel the difference. And we're gonna share more of these recipes with you. Now with the cassava, let me tell you, like, you can get cassava in your grocery store a lot. They sell it at Publix, they sell it at Kroger, and they also sell it at your DeKalb Farmers Market. We're here in Atlanta, so those of you that are out there from Atlanta, you probably know where the DeKalb Farmers Market is. So you go in there and you can get fresh fresh cassava, or they sell it in the frozen section. So you can go and get it frozen as well. But what I would recommend if you get it frozen is take it home and just sit it in your refrigerator and just let it kind of thaw out a bit. Once it thaws, it's easier to cut and it cooks a lot faster once you start to fry it up as fries. So I'm done here. I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna put them right on the side of my plate. Now while I'm doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this jackfruit wrap. So how you do this, for those who don't know how to wrap, it's easy, right? I'm gonna show you right now. So we're gonna fold one side over and fold this side. Make it kind of, you know, don't do this. Don't close the wrap up too narrow, just kind of wide, right? Right on the edge of that jackfruit right here. So you're gonna close it here, and then you're gonna start to just wrap as if you're wrapping it all the way, but you're not. And just pull it in, and just, you can make it tight. And that's it, voila. It's wrapped. You have your wrap there. I didn't add the chili sauce though. I'm gonna put it on the top. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my fries here. Knock some of that off. Okay, turn the heat off. It's over. And the thing about avocado oil, it doesn't leave a whole lot of residue. I learned that about this oil. Not a whole lot of residue. Like, you don't see anything dripping right now. Isn't that awesome? Put this over here. It's a different kind of oil. It just is. There it is. And so I'm gonna get my sweet chili sauce right here. I'm just gonna drizzle it over the top of this. This is like when you're eating at home. And then on the side, I'm gonna put the little container, so you can just like dip your cassava fry in there. It is hot, and eat it. That's it. I forgot to add my other little seasonings. Let me put my garlic powder on there. And my infused sea salt. I'm just gonna douse it a little bit, not a whole lot. Just sprinkle. And that's it. That's lunch. So, you see how easy that was? And now how long did that take? I sat here and I cooked the whole meal for you. I don't even know how much time passed by, like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes or so. So you can take a look at that. There you have it. You have your jackfruit wrap, your cassava fries, and your sweet chili sauce. That's lunch. Now if you want, you can throw a salad on the side of that. I would do that, you know. Put your salad in one container, put your fries in one container, put your wrap in one container. Get those little small containers that hold the sauces. You're set. Get you a kombucha or something. Don't forget your water, and you're ready to go. So there you have it. This is VegKingdom short edition, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So go get yourself some. All right, y'all. See you next video.